Welcome, friends. Today, we're doing another fragrance rotation video for the week ending the 10th of July, 2022. Hot. So, this week it has started off warm and steadily got hotter, as you will see with my picks for this week. It's been an interesting week. Hot though, bloody hell, it's fucking boiling today. I can barely hack it. But I'll be staying indoors because I'm not one for the heat or getting burned. But anyway, we shall start at the beginning as we always do. And on Monday, I decided to wear Chanel's Paris Edinburgh. This is fantastic, and it has a lot of backbone, which I found out. The lavender can become quite, I don't want to say thick. It's not like a thick powdery lavender, but it's got this sort of woody thing going on as well, and it makes the perfume like more than the rest of like the Riviera ones. I think that's what the line's called, isn't it? Riviera? Or maybe there's one Paris Riviera. I'm not really sure. But this is a lot thicker than the rest of them. It's got a lot more heft. I suppose that's probably because it's like named after Edinburgh, which is can get quite cold. So maybe they thought they needed some heft to it. But it's a lovely perfume. Juniper at the top, very bright and sparkly juniper as well, very sharp. I don't want to say sour, but it's got that sort of zesty thing going on, you know, very much so. And I really enjoy this. The sprayers on these, the sprayer on my bottle, I don't know about yours. It might just be my bottle, but the sprayer on this is absolute dog shit. But there we have it. That is what I wore on Monday. Tuesday was a little bit cooler, and I decided I would wear one of my latest pickups, and it is Iris Cendre by Naomi Goodser. Fantastic. This is a really, really good iris scent in the same vein as Iris by Hermes. This is like essentially an Iris Soliflor, waxy, carroty. Performance is massive. I've found on this, it's an absolutely huge perfume. Really like it. Couldn't wear this today though; it's too thick, and it is actually extremely hot outside for England, Northern England anyway. Nearly 30, I think. That's why the fan's on, so excuse me whilst I fan myself. And also excuse me whilst I hydrate. But yes, I wore this on Tuesday. Not sure this is a summer perfume. I'll come on to that in a minute. I'm not sure that summer perfumes are very hard to like find and wear, like, and happily wear, do you know what I mean? Because the heat is outrageous. Couldn't imagine living somewhere hot like Miami or like South America or like parts of Africa and Asia and that, you know. I'm very much acclimatized to the cold where I am, and that's my natural environment, so I'm wilting at the minute. But anyway, on Wednesday, I decided to wear Ambre Supreme. This is, I think Robes Away used to describe it as being a peekaboo fragrance. Maybe it was Eugene. It was one of those that you would put it on and it would go away, and then when you thought all of a sudden it was just gone and it had shit performance, it would come back massively. You know, this sticks to you like glue, but it's not thick and like sticky like glue, but it sticks to you like glue. It's quite ethereal, bit floral. The ambergris in it's absolutely outrageous. It's very salty. Dress this up. Dress it down to a point. I wouldn't go running in it or anything like that, but if you want to, you suppose you could. I just wish they did bigger bottles. That's my only thing. I just wish they did like 100ml bottles. 50mls always make us feel like I'm going to run out soon. Do you know what I mean? But this is what I wore on Wednesday, and it is an absolutely fantastic perfume. Big ambergris. And yellow florals as well. Next, on Thursday, I made a terrible mistake. It wasn't a terrible mistake, but it was a mistake. And I wore Lumiere Noir. Now, Lumiere Noir is a rose patchouli fragrance. And I thought it was much brighter than what it is. This has got depth and heft and thickness, and it was quite warm on Thursday, and literally after like an hour of having it on, I was like, oh, I've made a terrible mistake. It's a very nice perfume, don't get us wrong. I've discontinued it because that isn't that always the way. They always discontinue the good ones. But this was too thick for the weather. I really did like drop a bollock on Thursday wearing this. I should have waited for a bit longer. But when it's really bright and it's really hot, like outside there's not a cloud in the sky and the sun's beating down, and it was getting to that point on Thursday, and I've clearly just made a bad error. So I think I'll be putting this one into the category of a 3-season perfume, like spring, autumn and winter, you know. Definitely not summer, but as a smell, as a fragrance, I love it. It's fantastic. Great rose, great patchouli, something else going on, but I'm not entirely sure what the patchouli's lovely in here. It's very finely balanced. Kurkdjian has a very good way of doing that, just getting the balance just right. Unlike a lot of other people, I am actually quite looking forward to seeing what he can do at Dior. But there we are. Next, on Friday, much more like it. I was sitting thinking this the other day. I would probably wear this every day in the high heat. Because of the way it was on Friday. And this is Geranium Pour Monsieur. Wasn't sure I was going to like this. Bought it because I got it at a really good deal. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. There'll be much hydration because it's so warm. Wasn't sure I was going to like it, but it's really grown on us. I absolutely love it. It is a fantastic fragrance. Mint, geranium. It's got a little bit of backbone to it. I don't know if it's patchouli or if it's... I'll not be able to smell it off the top. It's almost got like some kind of like clovey sort of medicinal vibe going on as well, like a licorice sort of thing. But it's got stamina. It lasts you a good 7-8 hours. It's a very good fragrance, a really well blended. I just found out today as well that apparently Dominic Ropion was a Pierre Bourdon student. So Pierre Bourdon's fame grows. Next, that is a real summertime fragrance, by the way. Absolutely fabulous. Next, we have yesterday's scent of the day. And this is Loewe Pour Homme. Can I just say, this is a 180ml bottle, right? 180ml. That doesn't say. But look how much I've used. A lot. Lavender, lemon. It's got this really clean, almost like clove You know, like when you bring stuff out of the like the washing machine for your clothes, and they've got like that sort of fabric conditioner sort of vibe going on. This is a much later iteration. The earlier versions of this were much more like citrus heavy and much more well blended, and this is, for me, this is an easy summer dumb reach. It is fantastic. There is a new version out of it which is actually really, really good. I would encourage people to look into Loewe fragrances. They're now coming like, I think, like a squarish rectangular bottle. And they've released loads of new ones. They're really well made, and they're really like very decently priced. So that is what I wore yesterday. And today, finally, putting another 5 sprays on. This is Original Vetiver by Creed. Smells nothing like any other vetiver in the entire world. Smells a lot more like Mugler cologne, which I was considering putting on today. Also, as well, if you can see, I have worn quite a bit of that. It's nearly down to the top of the writing there. This is absolute. Whoops, where are you going? This is fantastic fragrance. It's like I said, it's like Mugler cologne. It's very grassy, very outdoorsy, fresh, clean. Not sure what the latest version's like, but this 120 ml's brilliant. I love it. I can see myself probably finishing this off before any other Creed bottle. It is about 5 hours you get out of it. 4, 5, 6 hours, around that kind of range. It's not a big performer, but it is very nice while it does perform. Big projection. I'd be surprised. I mean, I know it's an eau de parfum, but because they're all eau de parfums, I think. But I do not think this performs like an eau de parfum. It performs like an eau de toilette. Very well made. Alberto Marias apparently made this, but we don't know, because that's Creed, isn't it? You know. Anyhow, thank you very much, everybody. I know I've kind of like brushed through this, gone a bit quicker, because it is absolutely boiling, and I can't hack it. I can't hack it whatsoever. I am a wimp. But thank you for joining me, everyone. It has been a pleasure again. I will see you hopefully with more videos this week. I'm starting to feel a bit better, so I'll try, and I've got something to unbox for you as well. So I will see you on the next video. Goodbye.